Everyone ready?
Yes.
Hands.
Hands. We don't need to do hands. Handstand. Hands.
Buttery biscuit.
Hands. Hello. Oh, this was a weird start. Oh, I don't know if I like
Barnaby.
it.
Ominous.
Goodness.
What did you roll? Welcome back. This is Barnaby from the Imaginary Tavern with these lovely players beneath us, Mark, Sarah, and Bing. That's all I've got. That's. I mean, do we need?
Bye. See you next week.
Thanks for watching. Shit, my brain shut down.
Oh no.
God. It's going to be a great episode.
Yeah, it's gonna be brilliant. Just hang on in there. We'll make it short.
Well, it's an evening episode. All bets are off. We don't normally do this. We
No.
normally do a morning.
We're usually quite fresh-faced.
We'll start drinking at like 2:00.
We're also hammered. Well, okay, fine. What happened last time, team? I'm gonna eat my fruit bowl.
Oh, I'm out. I've done it twice.
This is
There
your
you go.
job. What are you talking about?
It's my job. No,
Yes.
I'm handing over the reins. I'm going to eat the sliver of apple.
Right.
Oh, that's going to be so lovely for the sound.
Me or
God.
you, Mark? Who shall do
Go,
it?
Bing. I
Alrighty.
far more eloquent than me.
The shaman Menya tells us that there are two great forces: the Netherese, which is the old magic in that sunken city that pushes up, and a lesser god, Oriel, who pushes down, and this thusly creates winter. That's her theory, anyway. He shows us Shardlin because it's a horrible old magic material, but it's all right for him to use it. They, who is
Don't you be throwing contradictions into this world. I know what you're talking about.
Lave, the sister of Topes, is looking for some way to circumvent this weird thing that's going on. So we're going to find her and she's going to tell us all the answers.
Correct.
We are shown visions.
Visions, Leia is captured, imprisoned by the Duergar. She's been caught.
On a cliff face outpost. There we see the elk tribe who are, we don't know if it's the future or the past, but we think it's the past, and they're all running away from there because they got duffed up. Wolfgar is going to get a bigger army. Menyor shows Baskia that it would be super bad if she had the Shardlin infused sword that she wants, because it would actually drive her crazy. And she goes outside because she's having a hot flush, and she has a romantic, supercharged
Definitely romantic.
fight with
So romantic.
Wolfgar. It says in my notes, Baskia has a romantic fight with Wolfgar, so it's got to be canon. And
Must have
true.
happened.
Yeah, super sexy.
Oh,
That's
and
how
then
I
we
remember it.
come- Oh yeah, you join the elk tribe. You're given a bit of.
You're given a horn.
He gets the horn from Wolfgar. We go along to this outpost. It's a river going underneath the outpost. There's a tower and there's a room of snipers. So we go about taking them out, which we do. And then the last thing we're doing is we go through under the river, under the outpost, and we climb up a well.
Mm-hmm.
And we find that there are 3 cages, 2 with goats, and a third cage has a giant ugly ogre that is rotting. There are many signs that people have left. So we've missed all the good stuff. And we are rolling. Oh gosh, that was it. The awful cliffhanger. We rolled to see if we could sneak past. I have very, very bad.
Do you roll? Do you
stealth.
remember?
Barnaby rolled and we had to beat it, and then he didn't tell us what it was.
So you all rolled. If I believe I correct, Baskia and Pignut rolled quite well. Topiary rolled poorly. And I was like, I think we need to.
Didn't you roll a natural 20? And this is why for something like a perception. You rolled a
Yes.
natural
Did I roll a
20?
natural 20?
Yeah, and then you were like,
With
an
me.
additional roll needs to happen.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's it. I rolled a natural 20, and then you guys all rolled stealth, but rolled really well. I was like, right, I think one more check needs to be, we need to we need to feed all of this together and feed this in. Yes, I think also just one really important thing is that we established that there are certain parts of the Duergar who want to hold on to Faerun traditions of putting up Christmas trees during the solstices. So, that is a really important thing you have learnt. But in this moment, we are within the Duergar outpost. Most of the walls and ceilings are slick, frost-covered ice. You have scrambled up a well and have been hidden behind it from the slightly distracted gaze of a huge zombified ogre who's hungrily looking down at two wee little goats, both locked in cages. There's a couple of doors in this room. One leads back to the tower, to those snipering positions. There's a heavy door to one side that leads, who knows, but you are beelining it further through this room down into a hallway which disappears deeper into the mountains. Now, Baskia and Pignut, you have snuck forward towards this hall, and what you see is quite a lot. What you see is quite a wide hallway with two sort of archways with doors flung open that leads into a smaller chamber, and that's what you're heading towards. You head towards it, you get out of line of sight so you can't see the ogre anymore. And Pignut and Baskia, you turn and you see Topiary making their way across the icy floor, past the cage with the ogre looking down towards the goats. It heads, snaps up. And Topiary, please could you describe to us what you do that attracts the attention of the ogre?
Well, I'm kind of a giant woman, so
Little
and I'm not stealthy. I kind of rattle as I walk.
When you say rattling, like what kind of rattling is this? Like just your coin in your pocket?
I'm like a bag of gravel when I walk. So
amazing.
This is what my stealth is about. I'm like a bag of rocks being kicked down the stairs.
Brilliant. The ogre looks. You turn and you make eye contact with this green, frostbitten ogre, tiny little weedy white eyes, black pupils, bloodshot, stares at you. There's this moment as the bag of gravel stops and you make eye contact with this ogre.
Do you want a goat? Do you want a goat? Oh, you want a goat?
I want to go to the goat's cage. Can I unbolt the cage?
Of the ogre or of the goats?
No, the goat.
Oh, the goats. Yeah.
Yeah.
So just for clarity's sake, these are both in cages.
But are they bolted or are they locked?
They are. So you run over to the cage, and you look. They are heavily bolted. They're not locked, but it's quite a. It basically takes a full action to lift up the bars and move the bar right across.
I'm going to yank open the bolt and be like,
Goat? Do you want a goat? It's goat time, dinner time.
And all the time is as Baskia and Pignut, you watch this as Topiary runs over towards the other cage, starts to lift open the bolt, where the door from the other side opens, and two Duergar. Pardon?
I cast invisibility on myself.
You go invisible.
Yeah.
And two Duergar step out and goes, shit, go. Turns to one has got like two smaller mohawks, white skin, blue tips, and the other one has got like a messy bowl cut. The one with the mohawk turns and goes, Snork, release the experiments. and Snork turns and disappears into the other room. This other Duergar draws out a huge long sword and starts charging towards you. Topiary, you manage to open the cage to the goat. So it's meh, begins to run out.
Just let them go.
You just let them, they start running around the
No
room.
use to me now, goat.
The giant ogre goes ballistic. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Jesus. Well, you know, not my best hour, but oh no.
I got a natural 1. What is happening? Context. Mark rolled 3 natural ones before we even started playing today.
So are you blaming him for your natural 1?
Yeah.
According to Baskia logic, that means you won't roll a 1 now.
Yes, statistically speaking, that dice is now less likely to have a natural 1. I'll get it back out again because I should totally practice what I preach.
What did he say? He's going to go get the experiments.
Mm-hmm.
Release the experiments. Uh-oh.
The ogre's still trapped. Okay,
yes.
That's good.
They're referring to the ogre and the goats. Maybe the goats are coming for us as well.
Well, maybe the goats will take pity because I let them out, and then they'll fight on our side now.
Yeah, they're going to go get help.
That's exactly what's going to happen.
Has one of them run off the Duergar?
Yes. So So basically, the first one turned and said, "Snork, go and release the experiments," and that's going to be. Okay, wonderful. Anyone above a 20? Okay. Anyone 15 to 20?
17.
Wonderful. 10 to 15.
People!
Apologies!
Bag of old gravel!
Lovely. Baskia and Gravel, what do we roll?
5. How did I beat you on a natural 1? That's so funny. Okay.
Because I have -1.
Oh, that's right.
Okay.
Lord,
And I've forgotten everyone's names. Tamp? No, Topes. Wonderful. Okay, so Pignut. You are in a small, the hallway ends, and there's a couple of open doorways behind you, which lead into a small chamber. You've turned. Baskia has vanished from next to you, and you can see Granny Topes has just flung open the cage. You see a Duergar is running and charging towards her. What do you want to do?
Can I see the guy that ran off?
No, they've gone back through. You can move.
Can I try and see if I can...
I will say you'll be able to, if you if you can dash, you'll be able to get towards and be in the doorway of the room that he's just gone into.
I get an extra 10 feet of movement at the beginning of my turn.
Roll me a perception check then.
Perception. 13. I've got to be positive. It's a very good 13.
13, great. You start moving towards the doorway, and it looks like it's a huge room that he's gone into, but he's disappeared from view. So he's gone to one of the side views. You're not quite sure where he is. You don't think you could make your way to the doorway.
Yeah, I'm just gonna punch the air frustratedly, turn around. And can I see the guy that's running towards?
Yeah, that's charging towards Topiary, absolutely.
All right, hunter's mark, and I'm gonna shoot him.
Fantastic. Roll me your attack.
Right, first attack is 18.
18 hits.
And sorry, gosh, I've forgotten what I add.
This is the one with the dual mohawks, I think I said. 2 little mini mohawks.
11 on the first one.
Excellent.
Yep, second attack. 14.
14 doesn't hit. Raises up his long sword. Tink. Arrow flies off to the side.
And 29 for the...
29 for the final one. Yes, that hits.
8. Ugh. 10, 15, 16.
16 damage. Ooh.
That's my turn.
Excellent. You fire off. He hits one. Actually, no. No, it's a she. She knocks one of the arrows flying off. Two of them landing, doing a huge amount of damage. She coughs, blood hits the ground. She looks at you. She goes, "Shit." Looks at the ogre and vanishes.
Oh. Fuck. Shit.
So she's turned. Huh?
Sorry. Can I try and keep track of her with Hunter's Mark?
Oh,
in terms of and let people know where they're hidden.
What's the wording on the Hunter's Mark?
Good point. You have advantage on any perception or survival check you make to find it.
So you'll have to be rolling perception, but I'll let anyone roll perception with advantage because you're helping. So if anyone wants to perceive where it is, you'll give them advantage. So you essentially give them the help. So if they've vanished, Pignut, you hear a few heavy like bars and bolts being drawn across and hitting the ground in the adjacent room. That then brings us to Baskia. You were invisible. What are you doing?
Oh, good lord. I am going to attack and waste my invisibility cast. I totally shouldn't have cast it.
You get advantage on this attack.
I get advantage now. This is very true, which is very exciting. Let's do it. Let's see if we can.
So at the moment,
but she's invisible.
She's invisible. So you currently don't have any enemies that you can see. Roll me a perception check.
With advantage, because I'm saying I think she moved a little bit towards the cage.
Yeah.
With advantage? Okay, cool. So perception is +5. Oh, I rolled 2 10s, so 15.
15. This creature is beelining it for. You can hear the feet across the icy floor heading towards the
ogre.
The ogre. Intention to release the ogre. There's goats like running around. So I think you see one of the goats just get like shoved to the ground, like to get out of the way.
Can I then use my full movement and a key point step of the wind dash to try and beat her there and block her from opening the cage?
Yes,
I want to literally get my back up. Actually, not my back up against the cage. I want to block. I want to block basically. Yeah,
you want to be on block. Okay, cool. So you essentially give the Duergar's now going to have to roll an ability check to try and get past you to open this grate.
Yes, please.
Yep, excellent. I love it. Perfect. Lovely. Yep. That is now the ogre's turn.
Can I hold an action?
Oh,
because
yeah,
I use my key point. Can I hold an action which would basically be to attack her when I feel that she's trying to open the door.
Lovely. Ogre is going to try and is.
I'm so sorry. Thank you for knowing what that face meant.
Yeah. I know what all your faces mean.
You do know all my faces. I would just also like to, if you would allow it, telepathically say to Pignut and Topes, I'm trying to block her from opening the ogre cage so that they know where I am.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool.
You see the ogre grab the side of the cage and is yanking the bars. The bars are strong. I just rolled a natural 19 on the die. It does a huge amount of damage to the cage. One more high roll like that, it will most likely break out of the cage itself. Lovely. That's going to bring us to Topiary. What are you doing?
Oh, no. I'm going to cast first. Maybe not first. I'm going to cast second level Bane to cast it on both of these creatures.
So you can only see
first level.
You can.
Oh, I can't see them.
You can't see them yet. You could hold it and release it if you see anything.
Was there a reason that I wasn't going to cast sleep command on the ogre last time we played? There wasn't there? No, it's undead.
Yeah, we know that it wouldn't. Yeah, it's an undead creature.
Then I will cast Sacred Flame on the ogre.
Okay.
His dex save 14.
It has disadvantage because it's in a cage. Oh, that's a natural 1.
Oh.
Right, so I'm going to roll 2d8.
Mm-hmm.
Where have you come out as? 14.
14, excellent. Not happy as sort of the holy flames lick across its body.
Should have took the goat when you had the chance.
Like they're reaching through the cage. Lovely. Anything else? You staying? You're kind of in like the center of the room, and just to give you a little bit more idea of what's going on, to remind you, there is the well in this space that's sort of in your vicinity in terms of layout. There is also the large doors that lead outside, and there's a drawbridge which is lifted up. On the other side of that drawbridge, in between the vertical drawbridge and the double doors, is a big old pit. Yeah, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Excellent.
And the door that the other one went through.
Mm-hmm. You've not been through before. You don't know what's through there.
So it's a shut door.
It's open at the moment because they've gone through it.
Okay. I'd like to. I know I can't do this because it would be an action, but I'll run to the door and then so I'm ready to shut it.
Great. Yeah. So you're running over to the door. Oh, sorry. The thing that I use for my notes has just completely changed color. I'll look at that in a break. Because I don't need to look at the notes because we're doing other things. Sorry, whoever's editing this can cut this out or keep it in. We'll find out. Lovely. Okay, so top of the round. Well, who the fuck do we have here? As everyone is frozen.
Yay!
Oh, yes. Okay, I'm fixing it, everyone.
Yeah, genuinely, to reiterate, well done for catching that now, because that would have been a bit of a disaster.
In the meantime, I'm going to eat this bit of apple. Hey, it's all fixed now.
Does it look like I've got no mouth if I do that? Look at the smoothing filter. I think it takes out everything.
Excellent. Okay, let's dive back in. So, top of the round, you hear... And who the fuck do we have here? As who would see this? Topiary, you're by the cages, so you would miss this. Pignut.
No, I'm by the door.
Oh, you've run across by the door. So Pignut and Topiary, you see in the small chamber, the hallway that you guys were heading towards with the two sets of double doors which are open. On the other side of that, there is a burly old Duergar, wide shoulders, grey skin, scars across his face, big old chest, huge white beard, shaved head, massive battle axe in his hand. You can see there's javelins on his back as well. Who the hell do you think you are, breaking in to Duergar outpost? Well, I think it's time to put you two down. You two, and he yells out, you two, make sure that ogre gets out. Throw the experiments in as you're at it. And he is going to lob a javelin off his back. He can see, I think, Pignut, you're close to the center of the room, so he's going to throw a javelin at you. For a natural 20.
Oh, damn.
No, thank you.
Lovely. So.
No, don't say it like that.
You take 10 points of piercing damage. As the javelin buries into your body. Yeah. He and there's plenty of more where that came from. And he pulls out another javelin. And he's back in this previous room. Lovely. That goes to Pignut. It is your turn.
If Baskia, the other one's the one that I've got my
Hunter's Mark is invisible. So I will give you, as you know where it is, I will give you disadvantage on any attack rolls against it because you're Hunter's Mark.
You'll give me disadvantage.
Yeah, because you can't attack it if you can't see it.
Yes,
because you can't. But as you got Hunter's Mark, you can still attack it with disadvantage.
Okay, right.
That's fair.
I think I'm gonna leave it
Mhm.
because I've got this, and I'm hoping Baskia will be able to sort it out. I guess. Hunter's Mark
we
this
can
guy.
just have an ogre out. Who knows?
I'm gonna Hunter's Mark this guy who's just
Cool. So you lose track of the other Duergar, and you throw your Hunter's Mark on Nilgar, standing in the opposite room.
Oh, that tickled. I'm gonna attack. Attack. So 2 attacks. I'll roll them both at the same time. Ooh, a 12 and a 27.
27 hits.
Yes, I assume 12 does not.
12 does not hit.
6 plus 6, 12 plus 5, 17 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Are there any shadows I can jump into?
This is all in darkness, but if I remember, Topiary has a torch, because Topiary can't see in the dark. But yeah, there would be shadows in. So roll me a stealth check. Do you have? Yeah. Roll me a stealth check.
I rolled a 2, but a 10.
10. You are trying to find a place to hide. You can't find any shadows, but you do see these 2 archways that lead into where Nilgar is. You can press yourself up against the wall, so you'd be out of line of sight from him.
Okay.
Yep. Excellent. Lovely. Pignut, that ends your turn. Baskia, next to you, you feel yourself being shoved out of the way as an invisible creature tries to grab you, pull you out of the way, and open this cage. Could you make this would be a contested? It's going to be. Yeah, we'll make this a contested strength check. So athletics versus athletics.
Does it seem like she knows where I am? Like she can see me?
Oh, because you're invisible as well.
Invisible, yeah.
Interesting.
So it's almost like she should be reaching for it and hit me instead.
Yeah, so what happens is full on belly flop into you. And you hear, what the fuck?
And then I want to attack her with my held action.
Yes. Excellent.
Yeah!
Excellent. This is with disadvantage because she is invisible, but roll your attack.
Okay, here we go. That is going to be +7. What's 9 + 7?
18.
18?
No.
16.
18.
25.
I quit.
16.
16 just hits.
Oh, yes.
Roll me your damage. Yes, the Duergar have an armor class of 16. Nilgar, different.
Okay.
That Nilgar himself.
Oh.
Ooh, 9 points of damage.
9
For held
points of
action, I
damage.
don't get 2 attacks.
Yeah, you'll get both your attacks.
Oh my goodness.
Slash
Wow, let's go
away.
again.
I believe so.
Right.
That's what I'm going to rule it right
Advantage.
now.
Should we do right now? Great. I'm not going to fight you on that. Well, that's a natural 19. And another natural 19. What a
Hey.
treat. So that hits.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
And that's a 6 on the die, so that's going to be 10 points of damage.
How do you strike down this invisible enemy before you?
I like to think This is ridiculous. I like to think that I've been waiting with my arms raised with my short sword, and that she almost comes along and it's almost like she's reaching out, giving me like a little tickle, and then I've gone, boom. and then popped into view, because obviously I've attacked now, so my invisibility is
So much game, Baskia.
I can't help it.
As you pop into existence at the same time, this dual Mohawk. Dual mono? No, that's not right. This dual mohawked Duergar hits the deck. You've like slashed right across her face, blood spilling across the frozen floor. The ogre goes ballistic behind you. That brings us to you hear, Raven, I've done it. I've released it. No. Raven! As you see the other Duergar who ran into that spare room emerge not too far from you, Topiary. And he full-on hulks out as he enlarges and he grows twice the size. This hulking, huge, nearly the same size as the ogre, with this like scruffy white bowl cut. And sort of big sort of mustache. He's going to enlarge for his action. And he's going to charge towards Topiary. He's used his action, so he can't do anything else, but he is right on top of you, Topiary. Actually, no, he's going to run to Baskia. You're the one who's struck it. So you took down Raven. So he's going to circle around you, Topiary, and just run all the way up to you, Baskia. I think, given sides of the rooms, I don't think he gets all the way there. So there's like a 10-foot gap between both Topiary and Baskia, and this is Snork.
Do I get an attack of opportunity?
I think he has enough movement to swipe around. Yeah. Lovely. That's then you hear the echoes. As a cacophony of voices comes from the room that he has just run from. That's all you hear for now, though. That brings us to Baskia. It is your turn.
Oh, fuck, I better deal with that. I will run up to the very angry, understandably very angry Duergar. And I'm gonna attack him.
Yes, roll your attacks.
Is the other one dead? Yeah.
Yes, Raven is dead. Who was trying to open the cage?
That's a 17, which I think hits. Oh, does it? Oh, what's his thing? So it's 17 plus 7, which is 24.
24 hits. Yes.
24 hits. Okay, cool. That's only a 2, so that's 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage.
Less good. I don't think it's going to hit. That's a 4. That's a 13, so that
13 misses.
Oh, can I do stunning strike on that first?
Of course you can. He needs to roll a what?
He needs to roll a DC 13 con save.
Oh, perfect. Give me 1 second. Perfect. Con. That is 13 on the dot.
Ooh, very good, very good. Okay, so that was the first one. I'm missing the second one. I would like to spend another key point to do Flurry of Blows.
Yeah, go.
Oh, that's a natural 18, plus numbers, plus like 20, so that's 25. I'm going to do... Actually, let me do this first, because then I can maybe do some other stuff. Yes. I would like to make him try and make him fall prone.
Yeah.
Which is also a DC 13 of a dex save.
13 dex. Oh, good choice. That is a 5. Right. Hits the ground. The frozen ice that sort of glazed over the stones cracks as he hits the deck.
So he takes 8 points of damage from that one.
Excellent.
And then I'm going to take another attack with advantage.
Oh, very good.
Oh, fuck, that bounced out. 10 and... Oh, that's so close to being a 16. So I'm going to take that 10, which is going to be 17.
17 doesn't hit. As he is enlarged,
Fuckity
he
fuck.
now has a higher AC.
Yeah, that's fair.
This is not Raw, this is me.
I am going to. He's on the floor. I'm aware that he's going to get an attack of opportunity, but I am also aware that he's enormous, and I'm wondering how many attacks he has. So I'm wondering if I make him work for it a little bit and get him to move.
I don't think he gets an attack of opportunity. Oh, he'll get it with a disadvantage because he's prone.
Yeah, I'm going to use my movement, which is about 30 feet left, because I had to move 10 to get to him. Oh, there's no point, actually, because he's going to... No, there's no point, because he's got half movement. He's going to have loads of movement. I'm just going to stand there.
Okay.
Yeah.
On his ground, on the back. Raging, trying to get up, like sort of slipping over on the ground. I will murder you. I will destroy you for oven. Get in here, my creatures. And that brings us to the ogre, which is going to make another strength check. Let's see if the ogre gets in. That is a natural 1. The cage falls to the ground. The ogre is now prone on the ground, trapped within the cage. The goats, meh, meh, like bound up to it, kind of, and taunt him. Lovely. That's going to bring us to Topiary. What are you up to? You can see off in the distance Nilgar through the doors with another javelin. You can see this enlarged Duergar on his back on the ground, and you can hear a cacophony of moaning coming from the room that he emerged from.
So the room that he emerged from at the door, is there like a bolt or a...
No, these are just heavy doors that open and close. There's no locks on these doors.
So there's no like wood to put across the door. If I push the door closed, does it have like a latch, like a metal?
No, this is all very rudimentary, just stone doorways. There's like handles and stuff, but there's no locking mechanisms on any of these doors.
I made a mistake to come here. Oh no. Okay. How's the Duergar on the floor looking?
He's been beaten around a little bit. Yeah, he's getting a bit bloodied and bruised.
Get advantage as well.
You would on any melee attacks.
What I'm thinking is I will cast Spiritual Weapon over him. If I cast it, can I attack this turn as
You
well?
can, yes, as a bonus action.
All right, I will cast it over him, and I'm going to attack it with him.
Perfect. Actually, I think Spiritual Weapon is a bonus action. It gets to attack straight away, and you get your action.
Okay, right. Well, I will cast Spiritual Weapon.
Roll your attack with your... Oh, yeah. What is it?
Pickaxe will appear.
Pickaxe, yeah.
And go... When you cast this spell, using the spell for 3 levels, the damage increases by 1/8 every 2 slots above second.
So if you cast it at a 4th level... So
what's the point of 3rd level then?
Yeah,
right,
so
well,
cast it at
2nd level.
Yeah.
And I'm going to Spiritual Weapon. I'm going to roll to see if I hit him.
You get to roll this
19,
with advantage.
That's 25. Oh.
Roll one more just in case you crit.
And that's not
Cool.
higher.
But 19 is going to hit. Roll your damage. 1d8 plus your
plus 3.
spell. Yeah.
Oh no. 4.
4 points of damage as the pickaxe crashes into the Duergar.
And then I will call down audio, kick their ass, and cast Sacred Flame on him.
Okay.
Dex over 14.
That is an 8 on the die. That's going to fail.
Yes. 2d8s. 7. Oh, I got 14 again. That's weird.
Hey.
I rolled exactly what I rolled last time. Yeah, and then
that's going to do it. How does your Sacred Flame see on the ground, Robin!
Team.
No!
And
Ah.
as he's going, no, it's just like if you put pop.
Sorry, if you put
Just anyone watching, don't put.
Oh my
He's
god.
gonna explode all over.
we at the
Baskia.
Imaginary Tavern do not encourage putting.
Let me rephrase that so this is more child friendly.
Yes, we are.
If you put an egg in the microwave, it would explode.
Mm.
So it's like that. It's like
Cool.
putting an egg in the microwave.
Neither do we encourage
will
putting
just-
eggs in the
You can
microwave.
put an egg in the
Please,
microwave.
children,
You can put an egg in the microwave. It's not alive.
Just
Children.
things in the microwave that you should be allowed to put in. Sorry.
children
Listen to the DM.
who are watching the Imaginary Tavern. I don't know why
Put
you
tin
are.
foil in the microwave.
Yeah,
It makes
so
pretty
much
fun.
swear.
Get as
Swearing.
much.
Pretty
Get a big
smart.
tin pot. Put like 10 eggs in it. Cover it with tin foil.
Yeah.
Hide 10 minutes.
Stick
What
a
is the
fork in a
matter with you?
potato.
No,
I
don't
think
do any of
there's
this.
Something.
Oh my god, I
Pineapple,
released
can
myself
pineapple
from
do something in the
any.
microwave? Or just-
What are we putting in?
juice?
I put some
No,
chocolate
just
in the microwave to
pineapple.
melt it down the other day and it sparked. It was not.
What?
I know. I was like,
Is it your
"Mm,
microwave?
what is
the
in
wrapper in
this
it?
chocolate? That's what I
Did you
thought.
leave
I
a
couldn't
spoon
find
in it?
any.
She put it in a metal cup.
No, it didn't. I was very good.
We lost the tension of the moment.
Yeah. So he's like, no, pop,
Pops
and explodes all over everyone.
all over
And Baskia.
Baskia.
Maybe chunks of him fly off towards everyone else, all
Oh.
over the walls. Maybe the ogre gets a little.
Yeah, starts licking it up. Excellent.
Oh, the
Yes.
ogre needs something nice, actually,
Yeah,
to be fair. It's had a tough time.
zombified ogre.
I would like to use my movement to just kind of, when you kind of like flatten up against the side of a door, because I want whatever's coming through,
Mhm.
maybe it'll run straight through and not see me.
Ooh, stealth check.
I mean, I have no stealth.
do it, do it, do it, do it.
It wouldn't necessarily see me first. I'll do a stealth check.
Yeah.
At disadvantage. 19 and 5. So I got a 4.
4. Excellent. Fantastic. Top of the round, Nilgar. You useless pieces of shit. This is why none of you have been invited to Sunblight. And I have to do everything myself. Draws a really like wide, long sword, more like a massive machete. Oh, little rabbit, I know where you are. Come on. Nilgar wants to play. And he is going to enlarge himself. And that's all he's going to do. That's his turn. Pignut, it is your turn. You are pressed up against the wall. You've just heard Nilgar call out to you. You've just been hit in the face with a chunk of Duergar flesh. What you doing?
Where am I? Am I near the cages? I thought I was in the next room having chased
Mm.
and then turned around to shoot.
You turned around to shoot, and then you sort of put your back up against a wall to break line of sight with Nilgar.
Okay. And then you said there was a pit.
Yes.
Where's this pit?
That is over on the opposite side of the room by the doorway, the entrance to this place. So there's quite a distance between Nilgar and the main doors.
Nilgar's looking pretty good. He's looking even stronger than before.
Come on, take him out.
Okay. All right, let's play a new game called Carrot in the Eye. And I'm going to shoot his face.
As you round the corner, he's going to release his held action and throw a javelin at you.
Oh, fuck, I thought he could see me.
No, because you were tucked up around. You said you wanted to break line of sight with him,
I
didn't
thought
you?
he said, yeah, it's true.
He was like goading you, like, come out to play. I'm coming to find you. It was that sort of thing.
It
Could I have... Sorry, please feel free to cut this. Could I have shot him from where I was invisible?
So you rolled quite low on the check. You didn't find any places to hide in the shadows. But so we sorry, I may have inferred rather than your decision. I said, but you still managed to break line of sight with him. You're not invisible, so you will still pop out and see him, but he couldn't attack you before because he couldn't see where you were. Is that fair? Do you want to retcon? Do you want to change anything what you're doing?
No, that's fine.
Cool.
No, all good. Yeah.
He'll
kill me.
He's going to hurl his javelin at you as he's a large. This is with advantage.
My ears down.
That's going to be a 20 to hit, dirty. As another javelin with incredible force, dealing 12 points of piercing damage.
That's more than the natural 20 I got last
He is enlarged now, and he does more damage.
Fuck.
Great game.
Could you roll me an insight?
About whether or not this is actually a game.
17.
Yeah, he is this hulking figure. You can see he's got his hand ready to throw another javelin. With his 17, you get the sense that he has multi-attack, but he's not using both of them.
Why?
Come here, little rabbit. Oh, fighting away so far from me. Don't you want to get into close quarters? Fight like a real boy. Roll your attack.
You know I'm a boy. You would kill a child. You monster.
Exactly.
I will attack. Yeah, 2 attacks. Come on. Natural 20.
Ooh.
Yes!
A 22.
Both hit.
Right, I'm going to roll for the natural 20 first.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, roll high. 5 and a 4, so 9. 18 plus 5 is 23.
23, brilliant.
Come on.
And then for second hit, 8 plus 5, so 13.
13. Ooh.
And then, oh yeah?
Yeah, no.
How's he looking?
Those were some hefty blows. 2 arrows hitting him where it hurts. You growls.
Oh, you're right. This is fun. Is there any point me running towards this pit thing? Trying to...
What is your intention?
We can't see it. We can't see the pit.
The pit is like behind. So if you imagine the drawbridge is up, so it's vertical, and it would lower down towards the double set of doors over the pit. So
the drawbridge, so we couldn't even get to it.
You could get to the pit if you went round either side of it. So you there's a big pit in the center, then the drawbridge closes over the pit.
Is there anywhere to run?
When you say run, as in run away, you could come the way you came back to the sniper outpost part. What are you attempting to do?
I guess I want to I don't want to be close to when the other things arrive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you can move. So we can say you move far onto the far other side of the room, so you're away from whatever comes through that door.
Okay, and is there shadows there?
Roll. There's still Topiary still has a torch up, so I'm going to need a stealth check.
No.
Nope. What'd you roll? 12. You get, if you get right into the far back corner, so you're moving very far from the action, you will be invisible.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're really far away from the action.
I can still hit them with range.
What's your range? What's your
longbow is 600 feet.
That's the maximum.
150.
150. So yeah, so everything will still be in range, yes. But you're going to be... Oh, God, my notes keep crashing. But it's going to be quite difficult to get back into the fray, basically. if you needed to. That's the kind of trade-off.
Can you give me a number? Like, so it's just so I can know how.
Like it would take you an action and a dash to get back into the main fray to where Baskia and Topiary are.
Okay. Yeah, just for now. Then I'll do that, and then
Yeah,
maybe come back.
fab. So you disappear into the darkness. Wonderful. Okay, that is going to be. Well, they're dead. From the chamber, Topiary, you hear the echoing voices. As 5 members of the elk tribe come running out through the door and flooding the chamber all around Topiary and Baskia. I'm going to say Topiary, 3 hang around you and 2 hang around you, Baskia. They are clad in torn and ripped elk furs. They are battered and bruised. They're a little bit frostbitten. They've got scars. They've obviously been in a big battle and a big fight. However, what you notice is across their bodies where they've got these open wounds that haven't stitched back together, haven't repaired, within them are glowing dots of colorful dust. And small sort of protrusions, like little things are growing out of them. Wispy little vines, thick bits of what looks almost like quite woody and textured, of different greens and blues and purples sprouting out of open wounds. They all come charging in. And they're going to attack you all, but my notes have crashed again.
They won't be able to do it then.
They can.
Are they? They're undead. Are they? Or are they?
You don't know. They could be. Lovely. So 2 are going to attack you, Baskia. Both of them are going to miss, and 3 are going to attack you. Topiary. Topiary does a 17 hit. No. Yeah. Excellent. And you see they're just wailing on you with open palms. They're battering you with claws. They're trying to headbutt you. They're just scrabbling all over you. Excellent. That brings us to the end of the elk tribe's turn. Baskia, you are surrounded by 2 of the tribe. What are you doing?
Oh, Jesus. Do they look in any way like that they have intelligence left? Like they could maybe see the fact that I'm wearing the elk horn as well?
Roll me a insight or arcana check.
Definitely insight. Dirty 20.
You can see the hallowed eyes, the bruises, the scrapes across the body. This is the fight that the elk tribe fled from. These are the bodies that were felled. These people died. But, or maybe not died, but were very close to the point of death. You can also see now that they're closer up to you, you can see closer up to you. Now that they're up close to you, you can see underneath the hide that they wear, where these open wounds are, like roots are sprouting out of their wounds, like veins on the outside of their body.
Beyond help, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Regretfully, then I'm going to attack whichever one of them is nearest to me, because the other one is I was going to say Nelgar, but I don't actually know if it is. But the other guy is like far away, so I'm going to deal with what's right in front of me because she's not very rangy. And I will attack with a 19.
19's going to hit.
Great. That is a 2 again. That's a 6.
6 damage.
6 damage.
Yep.
Yeah. And then second attack, same one. Oh, great. 15 plus 7, 22.
22 hits.
Oh, that's better. 10 points of damage.
As you slash across that creature, it cripples and falls to the ground dead.
Okay, I think it's probably important to not have this many people fighting us at the same time, so I'm going to spend a key point for Flurry of Blows
Excellent.
and attack the other one.
Okay, roll your 2 attacks.
Okay. Yeah, it's going to be a dirty 20 for the first attack.
Hits.
Oh, there's 2 again. This is hilarious. 6 points of damage. I think I'm going to try and make it prone, which is a dex of 13.
That is a 12. That fails. Hits the deck.
Okay. And then I will attack it again with advantage.
Yep.
So 14 or a 6. So 14 I think will hit plus 7, 21.
21
which
hits.
is going to be... So funny, at a 6. So
6.
it's 10 again. It's so random. Like, it's one of the same things. Wonderful.
10. Yep, that's going to down the second one as well. As you see Baskia just 4 strikes, rapid succession, including downing one creature in the ground before stabbing it within its chest. You see it flailing around and falling to the ground. As you cut into it, that final one, there's a puff of this colorful dust that comes out of it. Roll me a medicine check.
I'm wondering if it's like the dust on Pignut's vegetables. Medicine, okay. What is my medicine? Oh my god, my medicine's 5. Hooray for Baskia. 17.
17. You are right in your thinking. This is the same dust that was on Pignut's vegetables all that time ago.
Can I telepathically be like, Pignut, why are you feeding these people your vegetables?
They're not my experiments.
In terms of, I've just downed the 2 that were around me. And then I think Topiary's up in it, isn't she? She's got 3 around her?
3 around her, yep.
And then how far, sorry, I just want to know where to position myself. How far is the big one away from us?
Nilgar, you could get there with your speed. You could get right up to him within your movement.
Got it. But at the moment, he seems to have been focused on Pignut.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna for now. I think I'm gonna go and go up with Taupe so that she doesn't take 3 rounds of attacks, and I think I'm gonna go and try and get into some kind of flanking position.
Okay.
With like at least one of them if possible.
Okay. So you charge out. Could you just roll me a because you're trying to get attention off to Pyrie, just roll me a charisma check.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna use. Oh, okay, 11. What is my charisma? Oh God, where is it? I never use it. It is -1. It's 10.
10. As you run up, what are you doing to try and get its attention so it doesn't attack Topiary?
You're going to ask them to clean her room.
Oh God, I don't know. Yeah, running along, and it maybe instead
You're the wife of the elk tribe leader. We all know it.
You hear yelled across the room.
No telepathy.
I think she's running across, and maybe she's trying to be like, hey, like it's me, you're whatever, and then actually she's actually just looking really savage because she's covered in Duergar blood. She's got like bits of chunky meat hanging off the elk horns where they're sharp, and actually what they see is just like this woman possessed, like
They 2 of them like look over to you, and you see this like eyes of recognition of, oh, you are the same as us, and they just go wail onto Pyrie.
Oh fuck! Oh no!
So they keep wailing onto Pyrie, but that was Baskia's turn. The ogre is going to try and break out of the cage. That is a natural 20. Goosh! The ogre zombie erupts from the cage, gets up from prone, can't see you, Pignut, but you see it emerge, and it's going to start thudding its way over to Baskia and to Pyrie. It doesn't quite reach you, but it is closing in.
A lovely tasty meal in front of us. Is it going straight for us?
Oh yeah, the goats.
They look so tasty.
Maybe he gets
Telepathically.
distracted.
Oh, yeah.
distraction when he attacks, so he has to roll with disadvantage.
Maybe. I mean, the goats are still there. They may have run off as well.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to
There
hang
they go.
around the goat. They were goading it for a moment. They were goating it. No,
That's
it
right
is.
for
It
goading a man when he's down.
is. No, they're going for Baskia and Topiary. Lovely. I think also you hear like Nelgar is like commanding it as well. He has like ownership of what this creature's doing. Topiary, it is your turn, surrounded by 3 of the infested elk tribe warriors and a bumbling zombie ogre coming towards you. What you doing?
I know the implication is they aren't dead, but can I cast Turn Undead?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll cast that as my action.
Okay. What's the save? It's a wisdom save, isn't it?
It's a channel divinity, so must make a wisdom saving throw.
Ah,
blah,
there we
blah,
go.
blah. So
Yeah, so you have to make a wisdom saving throw. That is a 14 on the die, but I believe Ogre Zombie has a -2 to wisdom. As you turn and you reach out towards the 3 elk warriors in front of you, they seem unaffected by your turn.
yeah.
You see now that this is a natural living organism which has taken over these bodies, as they still continue to batter you. However, the ogre, the channel divinity hits. What do you do? What do you say? What makes it turn and run?
I say, little brat Oriole will smite you with her horribleness. You better run away.
And it's going to turn and it has to move away from you. Let's have a look if it's going to move
Lovely
towards...
well with a rope there that would make a lovely escape.
Hold on, I didn't. Hold on. Odds, it will go to Nilgar. Evens, it will run to the side of the room that Pignut's in. So that's even. It doesn't know you're there, but you're in like the far side of the room. It's heading in that direction. It cannot see you though. Lovely. Anything
Can I
else on
use
your turn?
My action, my bonus action to move the weapon and hit Nilgar with it.
Nilgar's going to be too far away for that. But you could move towards it and get on the other one. Just because of there's like a room. It will take an extra movement for you to get to Nilgar. You have to move into the room he's in, and then you can get to him.
Oh, he's okay. Can I move it towards us? And hit
Yeah,
one of
absolutely.
These, yeah, I'll hit one of the elk people with it instead.
Excellent. Roll to attack.
12.
12 just hits. Roll your DMRs.
11.
11 is its hit points. How do you want to finish? How does your pickaxe do this?
Use the microwave analogy again.
Oh no!
Okay.
Take your pickaxe.
Come down. It's gonna come down, and it's gonna be like it's gonna tip forward, chink, and it's going to smash straight through the middle and explode it like a egg in a microwave.
God's sake!
It's just gonna kind of explode from that. It's gonna like chink down straight down the middle, and it will explode from out.
Excellent.
Because it's a magical weapon, so it'll kind of explode.
Yeah,
it.
makes sense.
It will get.
Makes sense.
She will look more like one of them.
Top of the round, Nilgar. Kind of not everyone's sort of like engaged. He can't really get to anyone. He's out of javelins. I think he said it one more, but he's out of javelins now. He sort of mumbles something, and he Baskia, as you're sort of running towards Topiary, you see him vanish as he casts invisibility on himself.
Damn it.
That brings us to Pignut. It is your turn. You're in the shadow. There's a bumbling giant ogre coming towards you. It has been turned. If you hit it, I believe it gets a wisdom save to stop being turned.
I'm going to leave the ogre, but I have Hunter's Mark on Nilgar, so I'm going to try and attack him with disadvantage, I guess. If that's
perfect. You come around the corner. So you're in line of sight. You can see him again.
He's invisible.
He is invisible. but your hunter mark tells you he's in exactly the same position.
Okay. So I couldn't see him where I was.
No,
in-
he was like, because you kind of went around and tucked up in a different corner of the room.
Okay, cool. Then yeah. No, I'm gonna say, that's cheating. Come on.
A roll to attack, disadvantage.
Does it go to a
That was
straight
a
roll?
natural 20 and a 3.
Oh.
13.
That does not
That's
hit.
what-
Hits the wall. You're gonna have to get a lot closer if you're gonna want to hit me now.
Back.
Lovely.
16
Oh yeah,
for
you
the
get
second
two attacks. That misses as well. You see it hit him and just bounce off his armor.
Okay, that was waste. Okay, and I'll just go back to the shadows, I guess.
You're gonna run back to the shadows. Okay, as you disappear. Lovely. That is going to bring us to the Elk tribe again. There's 2 left. Wailing on Topiary. Does an 18 hit?
18 is my armor class.
That will hit. And that's going to be... Oh, no, it's a D8, not a D6. That's going to be 10 points of damage. It's like, one of them just multiple fists just wailing on you. That's their turn. Moving on to Baskia. It is your turn.
I will hit whatever one I can see. If I can be flanked, that would be wonderful, if it's possible. I was trying to get into that kind of
Yeah,
position.
go for it. Roll an advantage.
All right, thank you. Natural 17 and a 14. So natural 17, I think, hits with 20 something, which will be
Armor class of 12.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's 10. Hooray for that dice. 10 points of damage for the first attack. I'm still at advantage, right?
Yes. So you get advantage on one, but not the other.
Yes,
'cause
I'm
like
still hitting
flanking,
the same
yeah.
one. That's fair. Yeah. I've forgotten. 22.
22.
15.
Yeah, that hits.
Yeah.
Don't even need to roll your damage. It's got 1 hit point left.
Incredible.
Batter down another one. There's still 1 more engaged with you and Topiary. Anything else?
Please
Just
let that
debating
other
whether
one,
to use my last key point or whether to save it for Nilgar. Oh, no one answered, which means I've got to decide, which is D&D, isn't it? God damn it.
What did I say? I hope that last one that you killed splattered you as well, so you're even more.
Let's say it did for the lols of it.
Excellent.
Oh Christ. I think I'm gonna just use it and get it done, because I don't think hopefully we can be 3-on-1 for Nilgar if we start attacking him together. So I will use my last flurry of blows and I will move to the next one and I will attack that one.
Excellent. Roll your 2 attacks, 1 attack.
Natural 16,
Hits.
which is gonna hit. Oh my god, 6 again. That's 3 times in a row on that
Wow,
dice.
that's great.
Amazing.
I think as long as you hit
that's
with your
10.
second one, yeah, you've just got to.
Come on.
All you've got to do is hit. You're just trying to get a DC 12.
Natural 20.
Natural 20. How do you decimate this final elk tribe warrior?
It has to be that for flavor, she is in the moment and she's covered it, so she's like almost like it's like a double slash to like properly go through, and then all of that grossness that's coming out of it just like out and she's like, damn it!
Could you maybe be a Constitution saving throw?
Absolutely
You're covered in this drug.
Honestly. Constitution is 13. I don't know what my con is. 15.
15. Yeah, you cough and splutter as you feel for a moment the world kind of shifts on its axis before it rights itself again.
I'm kind of sad that I don't get to do the rest of this on Pignut's Trust.
Pignut thinks you're absolutely you're addicted to the drug already. The way that you're going at it.
Wonderful. That is Baskia. Anything else? You can say where you are. You're going to move. So you've got an ogre and a Nilgar, which has vanished.
Nilgar's vanished. The ogre's gone. Nilgar went in one direction. The ogre went in the other, didn't he?
Yes.
Or are they in the same direction?
They're in different parts of the room. So Nilgar is like in another chamber you have to go through a doorway to get to. And the ogre is running towards the last place that you saw Pignut.
I think I'm gonna go towards the door, but I'm gonna like keep myself like tucked behind. So if the doors are open, or like if they're open the other way, basically just so that I'm still in cover. I would like to give myself cover.
Yeah, so you're not going into the
is.
next room. You're just
Correct.
tucking
I'm
around the side.
positioning myself so that I could maybe have a look around later. But yeah,
Okay.
for now I just want to stay where I am.
Cool, excellent, wonderful. That brings us to the ogre's turn. It's going to run. It runs past you, Pignut, and starts wailing on the door into the sniper lookout area. Topiary, it is your turn.
So I can't see Nilgar.
He is invisible and in another room.
Git. I will, on the
Yeah.
wild hope that the army might come, I want to let the drawbridge down.
Okay. Yeah, you run up. There's like a big chain. You unlatch it, and it rattles down, and the drawbridge hits the ground. You just need the last thing to do would be to fling open the main doors. But yeah, the hole is now covered, and yeah, you'd be able to get out or fling open those doors when you wish.
So I can't use a cantrip, can I? Because I've used my action to.
I would say with free like object interaction and your bonus action, I'll say you've still got your cantrip.
Because I can't use spiritual weapon anyway. I would like to use thaumaturgy to open the doors.
Yes.
Fling them open.
As you will the doors open up.
You will open.
Of course, open up, and there's
That's never happened before. The doors talked.
You can see the valley up before you where you were sneaking not too long ago. There's the guard tower, which you snuck around. The two Duergar, one knocked out, the other one brutally murdered. Yeah, it's just a white expanse of Icewind Dale out there. Lovely. Anything else on your turn, Topiary?
No.
Wonderful. Nilgar. Yeah, his current plan is not working. So he's going to step through the doorway. He is invisible. Baskia, you hear the thud of his boot hitting the floor next to you. As with a with a 25 on the die, you are hit with the blunt end, like the side end of the huge long swords. You take. Ooh, that's a lot.
Oh God.
He appears, and you feel right in your guts as you take 16 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of psychic damage. As you are hit right in the guts, and he appears huge and towering before you. Finally, someone who wants to face me in melee combat.
Spit some blood.
Wonderful. Let me just roll this. Excellent. He gets his invisibility back. He's not invisible, but he gets the ability back. That brings us to oh God, everything's gone. Pignut.
I'll just run in and I'll shoot Nilgar, saying that he's attacking Baskia if I can.
Yeah, roll your attacks.
Not with disadvantage anymore because
He is visible. You can see him.
First attack. 26.
26 hits.
6 and 7, yes. That is 13 plus 4, 18.
Excellent.
Then second attack. 23.
23 hits.
4 and 6, 10, 15.
Oof.
Wowza.
That's bloody brilliant. Wow. Okay. Oh, as you do that, I'm so sorry. He has multi-attack, so he's going to strike you again, Baskia.
Yeah, that tracks.
He was holding his other attack to do something with it, but nothing happened. So, as he takes it, he says, "Why don't you try and come do this a little bit, mano to mano?" As he smacks Baskia again. That's a natural 20.
Oh, fuck me. I may go down
Wows.
this round, team. I may go down.
Right, you've got to let us leave.
It's okay.
That is 24 bludgeoning damage
That's how many hit points I have, so she's down.
and 2 points of psychic.
Yeah. she
But that's
gone.
all one hit. That's not. So as you see him say that, Baskia hits the deck. Wonderful. Ogre, wonderful, brilliant, fantastic. Ogre crashes through the stone door into the next chamber. Oh, Baskia, actually, you need to make a death save because it was
know,
your turn
it's-
before the ogres.
It's so good to be right after the person that's just knocked you down. Here we go. Oh, 19. We're
19,
fine.
that's a success. Ogre smashes through the next room to Pyre. It is your turn.
Okay, I am going to just check how this works. As my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word
Mhm.
on Baskia
Excellent.
at 3rd level.
Get up, Baskia. There's no time for lying down.
Which is going to be 3d4 plus 3. I've got d8, so what a dummy. 1, 2, 3. 3d4 plus 3. 4, 5. What a rubbish roll. 6, 9.
9.
That's great. Thank you.
You are brought back
You're not
up.
dead, so.
And
Yeah,
then you have your
quite.
action.
My action. I am going to run. Can I reach him? I can reach him, right? It's only just ran to this.
Yeah, he's entered
from
this
Baskia.
area. Yeah, you'll be able to
Yeah,
reach him.
I'm going to reach him and sweeping up with my mace and want to smack him under the
Yeah,
chin.
Roll your attack roll.
Mace. 7, 18.
18 misses. He is a chunky boy.
Can she get flanking if I'm up there as well? Can she get into a flanking position?
I
on the
think
floor,
because
though.
you were.
Oh, I'm prone.
Yeah.
Fine. Okay, fair. Yeah. I'm fine. I'm all right.
Excellent. Wonderful. That brings us to Nilgar's turn. As you sweep up with your weapon, he grabs it and says, "I don't fucking think so." And is going to slash you with his long swords. That's going to be a 22 to hit.
Yeah.
14 points of bludgeoning damage and 5 points of psychic damage.
Yeah.
So he uppercuts you with that, and then he's going to take his boot and he's going to step on you, Baskia.
Oh.
What a dick.
That is going to be a 28 to hit. No,
I
that's a
mean,
lie. 26
sure.
to hit. With his boot, he does 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm out.
As he knocks you unconscious. Lovely. Yeah. As a bonus action, he's not looking good.
Oh, Mark, we didn't hear it, but I feel like it was very disdainful.
No, I just said he's a very handsome man.
Who are you referring to?
Myself. Look at myself in reflection of the.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be his turn. No. Yeah, he's gonna move away. So you get an attack of opportunity if you want it to Topiary. He's gonna move back.
Yep. Do I add my gosh, what's wrong with me today? I add my thing to it.
Your
don't I? My
strength
hit
modifier.
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, idiot. 6. No, it's not going to hit.
No,
It's
he's got an
like,
armor class of
10.
20. That is not going to hit. As you sweep out, as he moves back into the room, he's going to move round the corner. So the basically hits through the door in the next chamber along. So he's out of view from everyone.
What a coward. Running away. Thought you wanted some melee fighting.
I shall goad him.
He disappears. Pignut, it is your turn.
Can I follow him? Is he invisible?
He is not invisible. So you move from the large hall you've been fighting in to the sort of small antechamber. Roll me a perception check.
Do I get advantage because I've got Hunter's Mark on him?
Yes, I'll give you advantage on this. I'm going to roll a stealth check for him, and you're trying to beat that stealth check.
Should we hear what that number is first?
Oh, all right. It's really, really fucking good, actually. It's a 3.
All I have to do is with advantage, not roll a natural
Don't
one.
roll 2 natural ones.
Come on, Pignut.
Don't roll 2 natural ones. Roll them one at a time.
At a time. First one.
Natural 1?
Oh.
Ah, fuck.
3.
Yeah. He has moved into the next chamber. You won't be able to get in melee with him, but he's in the range of the doorway. He's got his hands on a desk filled with like scrunched up bits of paper, and there's a pile of weird sort of stuff on top of the desk. He's got his palms onto it, and he turns and he sees you in the doorway, and he goes, "Fuck!" And he's going to try and move away. As he goes to move away, you can take your action.
If you're looking for more information on that drug you've been experimenting on, I know all about it. But I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to attack. 22.
22, that hits.
Oh, terrible. 10 damage.
10 damage. Right in the back. He says, well, if you know all about them, those experiments, you should know that they are in a whole lot more trouble, and they won't survive much longer when Zaradok gets a hold of them.
That's
Do we know who that is?
Baskia's old nemesis. Zardoric Sunblight.
I think he means, like my sister.
Interesting. I'm just going to attack again.
Mm-hmm.
Shut up. 28.
28 hits.
Come on. Oh, 7 plus 5. 12.
I just wrote down how much hit points he had left to go this is how much hit points. I just wrote down 13.
Oh!
I'm so sorry.
Like,
one hit point left right in the back. Ooh. Fantastic. Drama.
Come on.
Wonderful. Pignut. Baskia, could you please make a death save for me?
I'd love to. That's a 19 again.
That's a 19.
Wonderful.
That's one success.
Great.
Ogre, you hear another door somewhere in the distance crash open. Topiary, it is your turn.
I'm gonna be like,
Come on, Baskia.
and give her a poke and catch a cast Spare the Dying.
Perfect.
Oh, great.
So
Thank you.
she is now at 0 hit points, unconscious.
That was my
Action.
shit. Was it an action?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm going to move my spiritual weapon towards the other guy. It won't make it to him.
Yeah, I
Nilgar.
think because it's got a limited movement, it won't quite make it to him this round, but it would next round.
And I'm going to. Could I? No, I couldn't. Use my action. I'm going to. Sorry,
I'm
on,
not
go
that.
on.
No, I'm unconscious. I need
Tell
to
me,
shut up.
tell me what to do.
No, I was just gonna say, because it's my character's life. She still has 3. Like, she's got 1 success, no failures. If you want to retcon your action.
No,
Okay, you're a good
No.
you're a good egg.
I'm not. I'm a cleric. It's just
You're a
not how I
cleric.
work.
Love that.
I'm going to go towards the door
Mm-hmm.
to where the other guy is, so I can get an eyeball on him.
On Nilgar, yeah.
Yes. And there's just nothing that I can do. And I'll move my spiritual weapon towards
you.
him.
So your spiritual weapon is like behind you. It's going to be able to get to them on the next turn. Pickaxe, you're in the
Totally
doorway.
Worth it, Baskia,
like-
totally worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it. Baskia's not going to die. Nilgar's turn. He turns and he looks at you all. When my father hears of what you have been doing, all hells will rain down on you. And he's going to cast invisibility and disappear. Cool. That is his turn. Pignut, your turn.
I'm gonna find him. Hunter's mark.
Yep. You've got perception check.
Oh, do a perception.
Oh,
check.
yeah. So you can attack him with disadvantage because you've got a read on where he is. He is trying to get past you all and flee, basically.
Yeah, I'd like to try and attack him if I can. So disadvantage. All right, first attack. Oh, natural 1.
That's going to miss.
Oh, last one. Come on, just 1 bloody hit point. That's all he
That's all
bloody
he's
needs.
got.
Come on.
Your DC 20.
No.
No, what'd you get?
15.
15. As you fire off the arrows pinging off the walls, as you can hear his thuds, his foot's running through. Topiary, you feel the large hand on your side as he pushes you out of the way and starts to flee past you.
Do I get a?
You
attack
can't
of
see him.
opportunity?
You can't see him. He is
Not
invisible.
even
So you're...
disadvantage one.
No, you're not going to get an attack opportunity on this one. This is all for flavor. However, Baskia, you don't need to make death saves. You hear somewhere out in the distance. Topiary, it is your turn. That was the ogre.
Ogre, yeah. Tarzan, no?
I was like, oh God, who's this now?
What can I do?
All right, you can make a as an action. You make a perception check to get a bead on him. You could then maybe use that to give.
Yeah, my spiritual weapon, maybe.
Mhm.
I'll make a perception check.
Yes, you could absolutely. If you can beat a stealth check with a perception, you will see him and you'll be able to get a strike with your spiritual weapon.
Oh no, I'm not going to beat it. 6.
6. He rolled a 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was with
That
advantage
is.
as well. You still have a bonus action if you want to move your spiritual weapon like towards the door so it keeps up
Well,
with him.
I
or...
felt him push past,
Mhm.
so I'll move my spiritual weapon towards the door, and I too will move towards
Yeah,
the door.
as you start sort of running towards the exit. Lovely. Top of the round, Nilgar's turn. He is going to full on dash run the side of the room. If he's running for the room, which is kind of what you sense, he is running out the door and into the snow. That brings us to Pignut. I'd say this is your last chance before he dashes, uses all his movement to get out into the
Could
storm,
I
and you're
run
going
after
to lose
him
him. Yeah.
Try again?
Yeah, absolutely. So still with
get out.
disadvantage with your hunter's mark, 1 hit point.
Focus.
You
I'm going to
need
steady.
A
I'm going to
20.
focus. I'm going to fire my carrot at him. Nope. And then second one. Focus. Focus. 25! 15 and a 19!
Tell me, as he's running off into the snow, disappearing, how does this happen? What does this look like? Paint the scene.
And can the first carrot arrow just sort of land just a little bit in front of him,
Mm-hmm.
and then he goes, oh, there's a carrot, and then the other one is going to come
where the fuck did that carrot come from?
The other carrot, Pignut's just gonna scream, "That what? You broke the rules of the game, loser!" And then the other carrot's just gonna knock him in the back of the head, just tapping him, and then it's gonna knock his head into the carrot on the ground, and then go through his head. I don't know. That was lame.
That was very
cool.
It was more fun.
That was cool. I loved that. Very gory.
It's like it was like the second hit was still. It was like your arrow hit him on the back of the head, but it was like it spun in the air, like it was a misweight. It was one of the potato carrots that you were firing at Baskia ages ago. Bludgeoning damage on the back of the head wouldn't have killed him, but because of that, he slips, falls, and the arrow on the ground, just the shaft of it, goes right into his eye, straight through, hits the ground. Blood on snow. Dead. Break. As Nilgar's body begins to be buried in the light snow, you stand within the Duergar outpost in the cliffside. Members of the elk tribe strewn around you, strange fungus type protrusions coming from the wounds on their bodies. Somewhere in the distance, and remember, because this only lasts a minute, a ogre is running rampant in one side of the place. What do the three of you do? Actually, Baskia is also still unconscious.
Oh dear. What will we do?
Let us leave.
If you do that,
Shove the lettuce in her mouth.
and I want to go towards the door that the ogre's gone through, and I can't lock it. Can I? Want to shut the door? Shut the door. I don't know. I don't know what to
roll
do.
me,
Just shut
roll
it.
me like a roll me an athletics check.
Yay! Oh no, 8.
8.
Actually good for me.
You can see looking at the door. No, there's no locks on these doors. But there is there's a large cage which housed it. And if you can get that in front of that door, that might be enough to block or keep it back while you scour this place.
Alrighty. Well, can I try that? Does my terrible athletics check? mean
Yeah,
that I
with an
can't move
athletics,
it?
you're scraping it across the ground, so you will need some help to move it. But you can do that.
Do you know what? Maybe I should just prepare. I just want to prepare my. I don't think my spiritual weapon will last long enough. It will be back. It will disappear before it gets back. I want to do my. I'm going to call upon the greatest plan in existence, which is to stand by the door and smack it over the head when it comes in. Which is definitely a plan.
Yeah, all right. As you are as Pignut, as you creep up to the door, your what weapon do you have at the moment? Your big stick.
My big mace.
Your big mace in hand. Over your shoulder, the camera cuts to over your shoulder. Pignut is stuffing a lettuce leaf down. Three lettuce leaves
Her head up.
down Baskia's throat.
Wiping her face.
Oh yeah.
Like hold her mouth shut and rub her neck, because that went with the cat. So.
So as that is happening over your shoulders, you're holding the mace above your head. You hear the thuds. The minute has passed, and the ogre is running back towards your position. It flings open the door. Ah! Roll me your attack roll.
Come on. Trying to use this. It's not been rolling well.
Do it.
It kind of has those sometimes. Oh, I don't know. Oh, yes. I got 19, which would make it 26.
With a 26, you crash your mace across this creature's
clothesline
face.
It.
Yeah,
I just
it
really want to clothesline it.
hits the ground. It is knocked out. It is not dead, but in this moment is knocked out. You conked it quite badly, and it is out cold currently, but alive.
I just want to hit it and hit it and hit it.
Okay, you do realize if you do that, it will come out of unconsciousness, and we'll be rolling initiative again.
Just want to smash it and smash it.
Okay.
I don't care. I'm going to treat it like a hamster, and I'm going to.
What the hell?
What is happening?
No hamsters.
You're
for
going
you
against
ever.
hamsters. They're
Roll.
cute.
3 hamsters in my life. I loved every single one of them. They're
I
like
had a lot of
tiny
hamsters too.
Well, I mean, God knows what you
I
did.
hope you didn't.
No.
Jeez.
Get your mum online. I want to ask her how you
Listen.
treated them. when you were a kid.
Actually, what does your microwave look like right now?
It's fine. I'm just joking. I'm very kind to animals.
No, that is true.
And
you
I
are
really
we
very
do
did
know
love my
this.
hamsters.
We know.
I had 3 of them.
This is for
I
comical
called
effect
my
only.
hamster Hunter after the gladiator because I love the
Oh,
gladiators.
That's a
I love
great.
it.
that's a great
Anyway,
name.
I'm gonna smash it. I want
Roll
to push
me.
it instead.
So roll me your attack with advantage as you now smash
Alright.
the unconscious ogre on the floor.
23.
23 hits. Roll your damage.
9.
9. Wonderful. The ogre gets up, reaches out a hand to try and grab you. Well, to punch you essentially.
Did I roll damage on the last one I hear, or did I just knock it
You
out?
just knocked that one out unconscious.
fair
That
dues,
was
yeah,
just a. Oh no, doesn't roll enough to hit. A 9 to hit you. You manage to duck out of the way. Baskia, you come around. Lettuce leaves all in your mouth. Pignut like on top of you, shoving them in, and the scream of Topiary wailing on the ogre just dicking her across the face. Pignut and Baskia, what do you do?
Oh, we're still going? What's happening?
The ogre's back. Granny types is got dealing with it, but I think she might need some help. You've got
Oh,
3
God.
hit points.
Okay, what are hit points? Can I? Do you play rules with bonus action for self-healing potion?
Yes.
Oh, I'm going to do that if I may. Do we need to roll initiative?
You know what? We're not gonna. You will defeat this ogre, the 3 of you.
3-on-1.
So
yeah.
I'm gonna get a group. Can I get a group attack check? There we go. And then I'm going to do the same for the ogre, and then we'll just distribute some hit points between you depending on what it does to resolve this. Does that sound fair?
Yeah.
Cool.
I appreciate that you gave us an out there, and I was like, no.
And you're like, no.
Yeah.
I
Only
want to
would've woken
crunch
up
this
again.
out. So everyone roll me an attack roll.
It's a melee one, yeah. so
Yeah.
I mean, terrible, but that tracks for her. 11. She's just like half dead.
Yeah, makes sense. Ooh.
I'll be range if that's all right.
Yeah.
It's got a natural 20 or something horrendous like that.
What did everyone roll for your attacks?
23.
23?
Easy.
26? I rolled a 25. So, Baskia... I'm going to go with the 2 lower attack rolls are going to take 1 damage each. So that is 2d8 plus 4. I'm sorry, Baskia, you'll go back down.
Completely down.
All right, I've got a whole salad in my bag.
Can we say that I haven't had the healing potion yet because we're doing this?
No.
Might not go down then. No?
That's true. That's true.
Do you...
I should make it. No, if we were fighting him, she would have taken the potion. Let me roll the hit
roll your
points before
hit
you
points.
tell me. Hang on.
I've
2d4
rolled the dice.
plus 2. 6, 8 plus the 3, which means she's got. Why can't I do 8 plus 3? 11. She's got 11 hit points.
You've got 0 hit points.
Fuck!
And Topiary, I think you were the next one. You take 12 points of damage. Pignut, you
One
managed
hit
to
point.
avoid this. 1 hit point.
Oh, people, why did you let it
Worth it.
Could you explain to me how you finished this creature off?
Me?
The 3 of you.
Yeah, cool. I'm just going to be battering.
You're like
Batter.
batting the shit out of it.
It could be trying to run. If it's attacking the others, it could be running towards, and I'm just still behind it, like.
You're like chasing it like an old lady with a handbag, just whacking it across the back of its head as it runs towards Pignut, trying to, because you're the source of this damage. You fell Nilgar. It basically shoulder barges you, Baskia. You get thrown back against a wall, knocked unconscious. Roll me a death save for me, please, Baskia.
Fuck. Come on. 10, which I think is okay.
That's okay. About to hit you, Pignut. When between Pignut and Topes, what's the final blow look like?
I was going to say, maybe Pignut can fire an arrow and it falls in front of him and I sweep his feet and he goes, yeah.
Okay, yeah. This worked really well.
Teamwork.
Yep. Oh no! I missed.
Topiary sweeping the legs. The ogre is dead. Baskia is unconscious once again.
Oh, Baskia.
Spare the dying quickly.
You spare the dying.
Dying.
Do we get a?
I take the 3 letters that I gave Baskia out of that covered in shit.
Roll me a Constitution saving throw, Baskia.
We need this. It's medicine.
Okay, hang on. I think it's okay. 16 because I got a 15 last time.
Yep, you good?
Big
dice.
No.
Huh? No.
Yes. No, yes.
Yep.
Yes, no. I want to just, we're all going to be like, woof. I want to take 10 minutes then to cast Prayer of Healing.
Yep.
So on...
where would you like to cast this prayer of healing? So you can do it in Nilgar's office, basically, around the bodies of the Elk tribe, or in the room where the Elk tribe came from. Where do you want to do this?
Maybe in the office, somewhere not near the bodies. I've got some suspicion.
Could I have also looted Wilgar's body, or sorry, Nilgar's body before that?
Is there anything? Oh God, no, it's fine.
Let's resolve this in order. Let's resolve this in this order. So you're going to go to Nilgar's office. We'll get to looting the body and all of that sort of stuff.
Oh yeah, because he's outside.
Yeah. So you head into the office. You start your prayer of healing. The office is a mess. It looks like it's been ransacked recently. Shelves have been pulled off the wall. Cupboards are like flung open. There's a couple of big scrunches of paper, like parchment paper, in the corners. Yeah, it's a bit of disarray, but majority of like things that were on shelves, were in cupboards, are gone.
I will say, Topiary, just as you start to do your healing, I think I'm going to need to take a little rest if we're going to do any more fighting. I don't know.
You'll be fine, Baskia.
I mean, metagaming, I've got no key points left, so if we continue,
I don't think any of us are going to fight. I've got one point.
Okay, cool.
Well, maybe if I can do Prayer of Healing, because I'll just stand there for 10 minutes doing it, you two can search the room. They don't need to like sit next to me while I do it, exactly, as long as they're within 30 feet, right?
Yeah, so that's basically the dimensions of this room.
So 7, 8, 9. Wait, 7, 8. Yeah, 12 points of healing.
Perfect. And while that is going on, Baskia, Pignut, roll any checks or anything you'd like to do to investigate, perceive, search, whatever you'd like to do in this chamber.
Yep.
I'll do an investigation, yeah.
Perception?
Yeah.
I'm going to eat my lettuce as well.
Very good.
13.
13.
Great. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. With a 13, Pignut, you find a...
You're going to give us a gift? We're going to pull out something.
Look what I got for you.
Yeah.
You get to read the book.
Hey?
You find one of the... You unfurl one of the scrunched bits of parchment, and it's a letter. and it says, brother, you will find me on the frozen ferry in East Haven. From this new base, the search for Shardalin continues. Long may our father reign over this dark land, Dearth. You also find another scrunch of paper that just reads, bring the Shardalin to Sunblight. Do not delay. Our search is nearly over.
Baskia, you don't know what the Sunblight was looking for, do you? Because they look for Shardalin, but obviously there's something else that they're looking for.
Sorry to interrupt. I think I maybe misheard. Like the search, it's more of a line. There's a big report, and it's more talking about they have nearly amassed enough Shardalin for whatever they're doing. Okay. It's not like another thing they're after.
If when the only thing I know about him other than that he's just awful in general is that he's always wanted to live topside because he's got aspirations above and beyond what he can find in the Underdark, and so the fear has always been if he gets out that he'll wreak havoc, and that is very justified. I really don't know what my family are doing. They're just everywhere. There must be another exit. There must be more than one exit. We don't have all the exits. I feel very bad. Like physically and also mentally, but I feel very bad.
Yes, you don't look great, to be honest, but
Thank you.
You shouldn't feel bad mentally, physically, and yes, you do. You look bad. You look bad. I can't sugarcoat it, Baskia. You look awful.
I appreciate your honesty. It's actually more helpful, I think, than don't ever sugarcoat anything. Also, I keep tasting your drugs, and they keep trying to I've got quite a good constitution, really, but they're everywhere. They're everywhere.
Good, right?
I don't know.
Baskia, you get the sense, and from this, that this room was filled with Shardalin, most of which has been taken and removed and sent to somewhere. You're going through trying to figure out where, and you see there is a one of these maps which you've seen before, with points all over the map of different Duergar outposts. At least one in each town, all around 10 towns. What you also find is on this map, compared to the last one you saw, it's got another X. Next to the X is written Sunblight. This is located towards the south of 10 towns and is within the Spine of the World Mountains.
Very interesting. Oh my god. There's this map has another X on it. And I think that's where he is, or where they've all gone. Oh, we're getting close.
You also find a bit of what would you call it? It's a bit of parchment with sort of description of kind of the Shardalin they're looking for, and it's talking about larger chunks are better, but we'll take what we get where we can get. It's very malleable. We can fuse it together, and you see a diagram of what a part of what they're trying to make, and it looks like layers of plates, like plate armor layered on top of each other, one after another, and to give sort of an idea of an element of what they're trying to shape. You also see, in the report detailing that the Shardalin needs to return to Sunblight. You see a draft of a note, which are sort of mistakes and errors across it, like a practice draft, and it reads along the lines of, "Dear glorious father, the amount of Shardlin I have amassed will far outweigh those of my brothers. And see too, I have added an additional prize. A stone woman will absolutely be a trophy for you, father. Signed, Nilgar.
Oh God, have they already taken her though?
Oh, yeah.
They must have done, unless there's more people in this place that we haven't found yet.
Yeah, there's more to explore in here, isn't there?
Yeah, so there's the chambers where all the elk tribe came from. I will just throw, you do also find, I keep putting the book away and I need it. You find on his desk some loot.
A ring?
A ring of greater invisibility.
Oh, Pignut's ring.
Yeah.
You do not find a ring. Although you do find an itemized list of all like different chunks of Shardlin, and one of the thing on there is a Shardlin ring.
My ring didn't have Shardlin on it, did it? My mum's ring? Did it?
Ooh.
Oh no.
Barnaby, while we're looking around, can I have like tried to understand when they left? Because my feeling on it is above table that if we'd gone the night before, we might have run into them.
You think that is a very high possibility.
Yeah.
And they have taken all the Shardlin stuff.
I mean, we need to look around the rooms, but yeah.
You find there's like a bedroll and stuff here. There's a pouch holding 85 gold pieces.
Ooh.
Someone want to divide that by 3?
Well, I'll take 25 and you two take 30 each.
Nice.
You also find a vial, a potion. It's got a red liquid in it, but has tiny little beads in it as well, which seem to be like moving and changing and changing shape. And it's a potion of how do you say that? Potion of diminution. Diminution. There we go. It essentially is a potion that allows you to cast enlarge or reduce on yourself.
Ooh. Very good, very good.
That one is within D&D Beyond. Finally, there is actually this one other thing wrapped in cloth. And you find this with your very high check, is it's in one of the drawers, wrapped in cloth, seems to be trying to be hidden. You find a lantern with a orb of light floating in its center, which changes from green, then fades to blue, then to yellow, to red, constantly changing colors like a lovely LED light. A lantern.
Ooh.
A very minor, magically enchanted lantern which changes color, which looks like it's been torn off a wall, but parts of it is made of Shardlin.
It's very beautiful. We should probably spend some time looking at this later and just, yeah.
Well, I think one of you two should have that potion of enlarge reduce.
If I finish casting,
Mm-hmm.
have I finished?
Yeah, absolutely.
I just gotta know, man. Can I pick up the lantern
Mm-hmm.
and I'll take out a pearl and an owl feather.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna be like,
Oh, we're gonna weigh up the magic within.
and I just want to cast identify.
Yeah.
How it is.
As you cast identify on it, this is a magical lantern of illumination. Essentially, it has several command words which you learn as you cast a spell, which can change the color of the light within the lantern. Reds, blues, greens, or currently it's on a effect which just rotates through all the colors.
So it's just a colourful lantern.
It's an LED light.
Brilliant.
But it does look like it's been stolen or ripped off a wall and taken from somewhere.
Our DM is
Maybe-
a troll.
Maybe we can return it to someone, this lovely lava lamp thing.
This is the troll. But also, you've gone to this area. The way that I've done this adventure, you would get. It would make more sense if you had gone somewhere else first. What this lantern was, but because
Someone's lantern.
because I teleported you halfway across the map for
Yeah.
funsies, you kind of missed a section.
Okay. It'd be interesting to find out who this belongs to. Could I have the potion?
I do think it makes sense for you, yeah, with your strength as well. Yeah, for sure.
Defo.
Excellent. It is in D&D Beyond.
Would there be anything on his body?
Yes, as you run outside to have a look across his body, you can see, he's got this one of the, I suppose, does he have this on him? Oh, how do I do this? There we go. Sorry, this can be cut, whoever's doing this. You can actually see as you turn him over onto his back, he's got this large circular shield. There seems to be the center part of it is once again made of shardlin, but the outside of it is normal metal. So when wielding the shield, you wouldn't be touching the shardlin itself. But this is a sentinel shield. Basically, if you wield it, you get a +2 to your armor class as usual. If you can wield a shield, but it also gives you advantage on initiative rolls and wisdom perception checks.
That's great.
Any types? Can you wield a shield?
I can wield a shield.
Yay!
I can't I? Yeah, I'm a cleric.
I believe you can, yeah.
Well, should I swap the potion with someone else then? Actually, it's a potion of shrinkiness, I think, rather than like either or. So, well, that's just to bear in mind.
I think you should.
Oh,
have
yeah,
both,
sorry, you're right. It is just to reduce. You just cast reduce.
Well, I'll keep hold of it, but if anyone wants it, then it's there.
Because I think, yeah, we can talk about the pros and cons of our party. Yeah.
Wonderful. As you make your way through, as you pass the bodies of the elk tribe, seeing that, now that you've taken some time, you realize that this is this strange fungus, dusty material that you found on your vegetables all that time ago from your cave. But this seems to have grown, and it seems like this dust is almost like a seed that expands and grows and has infected these bodies through the cuts and grazes. As you walk into the next chamber, you can see cells line the walls. You can see that each of the cells, there's 6 of them, and on 5 of them are the bars that were blocking them from being open have been torn off, which was done by Smork before to release them. You can see large wooden operating tables in the center of the room. And as you walk up to it, you can see more of this dust is scattered everywhere, as well as a spongy, colorful limb with an oozing gray sludge coming out of it, like someone's hacked off the limb of some creature. You can see mushrooms and fungi growing off it.
I saw one of those things. I think I saw in the cave where
We didn't see it. It was
not see it.
it was
Oh,
a flashback. It was like a
camera.
Oh,
missed
everything.
this.
Okay, sorry, we'll cut
So, yeah,
that.
we don't know.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Can I have a look at the limb and try and tell what kind of creature it was off?
Yeah, roll me a nature or arcana.
Can I give her advantage? for
Yeah,
hacking?
as you talk about like what you know of
You lick it.
Maybe we should gather some up though, because sometimes it's been
Definitely.
quite helpful.
Why
Yeah.
not do a medicine check?
You're trying to so medicine
know
would
what the
be
arm
more
is like.
how it worked, how this limb has been used to infect the creatures. If you want to know what the creature is, arcana or nature.
Oh, okay. Because I thought it might be like a person's arm or something. Okay, so sorry, were you helping me with advantage?
Yeah.
Well, it depends. Is what you're trying to do is find out how it came to be. Like, what are you trying to discern?
I wanted to know, is it like a human arm or a
Oh, absolutely not a human arm. This is
like a what creature?
I would
it
say
is?
looking at it, like with the fungi and stuff, it's plant based.
Okay, that's weird. Well, I guess I rolled an 11, so I don't think there's much I would.
Yeah, it's like you've heard of like dryads and like tree creatures and maybe even seen some in the woods, but this is, you have no idea what this is.
Yeah. Can we gather up some of the dust? That's
Yeah,
like-
of course. You gather up the dust in there. I'll just say you just for expediency, you sort of go through the rest of the room. The next chamber along is filled with it's bed chambers, and it seems like there was a lot of Duergar here. So although you could have been here yesterday, there would have been a lot more Duergar to contend with. But you see there's some things that have been left. There's a sack that contains some just normal daggers. There's some woodcarver's tools, some navigation tools, fishing tackle and line. You find one potion of healing, and a satchel of 24 gold pieces.
8 each.
8 each.
Could I take the potion of healing? Because I don't have
Yeah.
any.
Yeah, I've still got one left even after today. I stockpile because I'm always the one that dies.
And the one final thing that you find is you go into the 6th cell, the one that didn't have a tribal warrior. You walk into Topiary and you can see scattered across the ground small, very fine, blue-tinged gravel dusted across the floor. As you brush it to the side, move it around, have a look at it, you can see carved into the floor Sunblight. A war machine is coming. 10 towns will be decimated. Send help. And that is where we're going to end.
Flipping heck.
Thought Baskia was sad before.
Just plunges back in. No, she does. She's all right now. Bloody hell.
She's got her horn. Anyway, thank you for watching this episode of the Imaginary Tavern. Boop, 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 boop. See you next time. Bang.
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 I think it's more customary to say like
Thanks,
and subscribe.
guys.
Like and subscribe.
Like, subscribe. Bang.
Why are you shooting our audience?
don't
I'm sorry,
know.
audience.
Like a
We love
threat
you.
if they don't subscribe.
No, yeah.
My goodness. Honestly.
Cut the feed. Cut the feed.
Cut the feed.